In this video, I'll explain a simple technique to release any emotion or thought or sensation that we might perceive as hindering our experience of peace and contentment. It's not really a technique, but it's more of a process of recognizing that we are always naturally letting go of everything from moment to moment. The technique involves acknowledging the thought or emotion within our awareness, recognizing that our awareness, which is akin to the vast sky, remains unaffected by these passing thoughts and emotions. And by understanding that awareness is always present and undisturbed, we realize there's no need to actively let go, as the disturbance exists only in our imagination as another thought. When we truly understand this perspective, the desire to release thoughts and emotions naturally diminishes as we recognize they have no real impact on our true self, on our unaffected awareness. Any thought or emotion is allowed to be without trying to eliminate it. This is the key. It's due to ingrained habits that there's an inclination to focus on the thought or emotion with a subtle sense of getting rid of it. And in those moments when we see this happening, we can silently question why we're trying to escape from it when we know that resistance only causes more suffering. To address this, the next step in the technique involves redirecting our focus and allowing it to defocus. We're defocusing on the thought or the emotion. We become aware of this energetic movement of always focusing on thoughts and emotions. And we intentionally let this relax, and we let our attention naturally expand. And we feel attention expanding more and more and more until it reaches the vastness of our awareness itself. And this shift allows us to connect with presence, with our essence, moving away from the specific content to this vast presence. If there's a persistent habit of focusing on the content of experience, we simply notice this. And again, we defocus from the content and refocus on our presence or awareness itself, feeling deeply the energetic openness and vastness of our true self, of our presence. And if we do this again and again, continually redirecting our focus to awareness, we can rest in this awareness. And then concerns regarding thoughts that are just spontaneously arising kind of lose their juice, lose their ability to push us around. Once we recognize our awareness of the focusing and defocusing movements, we become aware of being aware of the content. The defocusing involves relaxing into presence or awareness, which remains unentangled with the content. It's kind of like a camera. If you zoom in, you're focused on something very specific, but it's also got the ability with the camera to defocus and zoom out, to get a wider perspective with the wide-angle lens. Maybe as a metaphor that might work for you. Understanding that awareness is unchanging, we realize that we're always open. This recognition establishes our changelessness, an unmoving state that embodies this peace. We can play with this focusing and defocusing without getting entangled in the thoughts and emotions, instead resting in this stillness. At this point in our practice, the idea of letting go of what we're focused on loses its significance, Because we're no longer identified with the content, with the thoughts, with the emotions. We're identified with unmoving, limitless awareness. So the question of letting go is no longer relevant. We have become the awareness that spontaneously releases any thoughts and emotions without effort. And this process kind of mirrors the natural rhythm of the breath. We breathe in and the breath naturally releases on the out-breath without any intervention on our part. This is the way that awareness naturally releases thoughts and emotions. We no longer are untangled with them and therefore suffering. Thank you for your attention. I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.